What's going on, everybody? Brad with influencerparenting.com. And let me tell you, this has been one of the craziest weeks ever. So drop a like, drop a subscribe, join the IP fam, and let's get right into it. So the last 10 days have probably been some of the craziest 10 days of our life. I literally had to write everything down on a sheet of paper that I want to share with you. Okay, here we go. Crazy thing number one, in our last video, if you haven't seen it, you need to click right here and watch it. I was exposed to the coronavirus, and Greta is due in a couple weeks with baby girl, our child number 8. Yes, we have number 8 on the way. And so that happened. You can watch the drama in that video. I hit my head and I had to go get staples, and I have a hole in my hair, and I don't know if it's going to grow back or not. I may have a divot in my head the rest of my life. So that happened. We had a hailstorm for the record books here in Iowa where we live. We just had a roofer out a few minutes ago and probably getting $50,000 to $70,000 worth of repairs done to our house, which is absolutely crazy. Next, when you turn 6 years old and you're a boy in our house, that means you learn to go mow the grass. So I was out teaching Peter how to mow. Last week, one of our local donut companies, Hertz Donuts, they made Cadbury cream egg donuts. They put these guys literally inside of donuts, and let me tell you, they were unbelievable. And last but not least, check out the video quality on this video. I got a new camera, Canon M50, the camera of my dreams, and it is amazing. Comment below, give me a thumbs up if you like the new quality of the video, and bear with me as we are tweaking it and trying to make sure everything works and is perfect for the highest quality for you guys, the IP fan. But the one picture that I want to talk about is this picture of our dear, sweet 6-year-old Peter vacuuming his room. Now, why do I want to talk about that? Well, inside of our influencer parenting program, which there's a link in the description and happens to be 50% off, you should check it out. We get asked all the time, what is our morning routine? Or in other words, how do we get so much accomplished before breakfast time? See, all of our children, before they come downstairs, they need to be dressed. They need to have their bathrooms clean. They need to have their rooms clean, their beds made, their books put away, and the floors vacuumed, and then they're welcome to come down to have breakfast. And if you want to accomplish this in your home, there are 2 easy steps to do this. But before I tell you the 2 easy steps, here's what you have to understand. You have to understand that a high standard of cleanliness or chores or whatever you want to call it in your home is just as easy to hold or to keep as a low standard. So if you're like, oh my gosh, Brad, my kids would never do that, or that would never happen in our house. Well, whatever standard you have in your home is just as hard or as easy for you to keep as having a really high standard of, hey, you need to vacuum your room before you come down for breakfast. So that's really the secret to productivity. So the 2 things, though, that you need to make this happen in your home is that, number one, you actually have to invest time teaching your kids how to clean to your standard, right? We have to train them. There's training and then discipline. We don't discipline until after we have fully trained exactly what we want to do. So in other words, my children's idea of a clean room would be different than my idea of a clean room, right? So I have to train them to my standard of what clean is. Hey, we don't have any books on our bed, and the corners of the bedspread are pulled all the way up to the corner and all that kind of stuff, so that we know they know how to do it. And then the second thing that you have to do is you have to do room inspections every single day. So they let us know that they've cleaned their room. We literally come up and do room inspections. They know that we're going to check that they can't lie, they can't get out of it, that we will not let them come down until they have clean rooms. So guess what? They clean their rooms and they do it right. And that's the secret to not constantly having battles or making sure that it's done right the first time, is inspecting what you expect every single time. And if you have children that seem to never do something right the first time, which we obviously, we have 7 kids, number 8 on the way, like I said, and we have some children where this is more of a problem than others, but they know that we're going to inspect their work. And yes, some will try to get by with doing less than others, and some have to redo it more often than others, but they know we're going to come up and inspect, so they get it done, and there's actually less of a fight the more consistent we are, and the more consistently we check their work. So now we're to a point in our family as we've built equity, right? It's like purchasing a home versus renting an apartment. When you do this right, you actually build equity and you gain momentum and synergy like a snowball effect, to where it actually becomes easier and easier and easier every single day that this happens. So now we barely have to talk about it. They just get done. They come down and say, hey, we're ready for room checks. I walk up. It's done to 98% satisfaction. I'll have them clean up one or two little things, and then they come down for breakfast. And that's literally the secret to getting more done in our home before breakfast than most people do all day long, and it's easy. So listen, if you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always got. And if you don't like that standard, or you want to raise this standard in your home, or you just want to overall work on your parenting, there's one other simple thing that you need to do, and that's smash the subscribe button and hit the like button, and stay right here on Influencer Parenting, because we'll help you get all these things done as well. And if you want to work with us, there's a link in the descriptions, and we'll see you on the next one.